Well, with respect to Justin Gaethje and anyone else you want to throw in the mix, this is about as watchable a fighter as we have on the UFC roster, the former interim lightweight champion, El Cucuy, Tony Ferguson.
Tony Ferguson is just nasty, from the elbows that he lands on the feet to on the back, the submission ability that he possesses. One of the most diverse strikers in the UFC, and with a college wrestling background, every time you step foot in the octagon with Ferguson, you know that you have your hands full.
And there's some fighters who just don't like training, right? Frank Mir would always say, I don't like to train. Tony Ferguson loves to train. He'll go 5 or 6 hours hard. And from a work ethic standpoint, few guys are going to be able to match that. Tony Ferguson, as usual, ready to battle as he tries to take home the title. All right, the UFC Hall of Famer Khabib Nurmagomedov getting back on the proven ground here tonight. And a new look corner, is that Hasbulla there?
Yeah, I mean, Hasbulla is in the corner with Khabib. Khabib loves him. He's always talking about him. He spends time with him. But the one thing is, while Hasbulla is there, Khabib Nurmagomedov's approach will not change. This guy is an absolute grinder, man. He is just a dog. He will go forward, get in your face, hit him. You will not deter Khabib Nurmagomedov from accomplishing the ultimate goal, and that's keeping that 0 on the right side of his record.
And if you're Javier Mendez, you just got to make sure that you let Hasbulla get in there between rounds. Little guy's got a lot to say. Khabib Nurmagomedov set to fight Tony El Cucuy Ferguson. Our tale of the tape for this lightweight championship fight. We send it inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Lightweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Tony El Cucuy Ferguson. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov.
All right, Herb Dean, third man in the octagon for this one.
Ready. Good.
Man, I'm nervous, and I think rightfully so. Khabib Nurmagomedov versus Tony Ferguson, truly a dream matchup for fight fans. I know you don't normally call fights involving your teammates. You weren't going to miss this one.
I was not going to miss this one, John. And we've been teased with it so many times that we're finally here. And we are like kids on Christmas morning. Hurry, he's going to guillotine.
That guillotine is tight.
Fight IQ on full display there. Recognizing he was losing the sub, elected to keep the dominant position.
Not there yet, but might get the submission here shortly. Lands the grounded pound strike here. Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through. Oh, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent.
Great job finding his shots from the top position.
All right, working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips. Oh, another strike lands from the top. first position there on the ground, and he's now in the dominant position.
Nice defense. That was a slick transition.
Well, he grounded him, and now he's trying to pound him out. Great ground strikes here.
Another ground and pound strike lands for this man.
Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape.
Big ground and pound. Nice shot there by the champ.
Crazy accuracy and efficiency with these ground and pound strikes here. And if you're the opponent, you got to intelligently defend, or the referee's going to stop the fight.
Got to defend, but you can see him now starting to gain posture, and the intensity at which he's throwing these ground strikes is starting to improve. It's starting to elevate because he knows that he can get the finish. Now he's going full mount.
All right, so yet another ground and pound strike lands right there, DC.
He's getting very active now that he knows he can land these strikes. Watch armbar here. Arms in deep.
Well, he's out. The fight's going to continue.
Oh, my goodness. I thought it was over. I thought this fight was over.
Ferguson's back inside control. Just over 2 minutes now to go. Well, we'll see who has the edge here as they get back to their feet after a pretty engaged battle there on the ground.
And both of these guys should feel pretty satisfied because they both had their moments and they both showed true skill on the ground.
Well, another big moment here for your teammate Khabib Nurmagomedov, DC. Human being bared, but this guy just doesn't seem to matter. Single leg takedown is good. All right, side control now. North-south position, crowd just can't help itself but to laugh. Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Nurmagomedov. Can't get it. Good awareness by the defensive fighter.
Another strike gets through from the top position. Big right hook there by the champ.
Oh, these are some serious power punches from the top by Nurmagomedov. All right, so not enough action there on the ground. The referee brings the fight back to the feet, and we are back underway. Under a minute to go. Oh, he lands yet another hook here. He's certainly landed several in this round and starting to find a home for it consistently.
I mean, you land one, I land one. What a start.
Nurmagomedov's in half guard.
Now it's his mount. Great shot from the top position.
And there it is, another strike on the ground, gets through. Oh, it looks like he's trying to isolate an arm here. Triangle now, DC. We'll see if he can close the shot.
Oh, the triangle is in. And not only the...
Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed.
Well, pretty good work off of the bottom here by Nurmagomedov. Second round, straight ahead.
Almost had him out this time. I want you to keep his...
All right, so a wild round and a wild sequence there on the ground, DC. Talk us through the highlight.
Yeah, man, you see two high-level grapplers going after it. One guy gets an advantage. The other guy always has a response. We thought it was over. A lesser opponent would have been submitted, but these two are two of the best grapplers in the entire UFC.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round two. Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds. Connection on the right. Nice job moving off the center line. He slips to avoid that right hand. Oh, big punch there from Tony Ferguson. Got to be careful now as the opponent looks to cover up.
High volume sides, and both of these guys are giving it as good as they're taking it.
All right, so perhaps he's going to have to address something defensive.
Oh, guillotine here.
That guillotine is tight. That guillotine choke is getting very close. He's got to lock the guard, though, if he wants to finish. A lot of takedown defense, submission defense is just being calm and patient.
Good job by the champ there. Sliding back out.
Oh, you can hear the crowd reaction every time he lands another hook. The previous round, it was hooks and bunches, more of the same here.
More of the same, John. You watch a guy who's in a flow, who's in a rhythm, who's in a position where they don't feel like they could ever miss that shot. And that's what we're witnessing tonight.
Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Nurmagomedov. El Cucuy's got a bruise starting to appear on that right side of his body now. Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Nurmagomedov. Oh, staying busy from top position. He lands another ground strike there. All right, half guard position here, DC.
Yeah, he's trying to get to the darts here.
That Darce choke is tight. Oh, favoring position over submission.
Very smart decision. You never want to value the submission over keeping dominant position.
Khabib's cheek looks like it's cut here, starting to bleed a little bit now. Now trying to trap an arm.
Oh, no! Oh, no!
Oh, he's out!
He actually escaped. Look, I gotta stop writing these dudes' obituaries, man. I always think they're done. Surprise me. You can't take all those unanswered strikes. They don't have to be that damaging.
Yeah.
You just gotta move.
Under 2 minutes now to go in round 2.
And now he's attempting to choke.
Oh, I'm no expert, but that Von Flue choke looks locked in.
Good job by the champ there. Sliding back out.
Oh, high-level stuff here with the ground and pound by Ferguson. Champ, these submission setups aren't that bad, but he keeps getting denied.
Yeah, because he's not panicking. He's taking his time. He knows what to do whenever something is coming in his direction. It's beautiful. It's beautiful to watch a guy comfortable even when he's under attack.
Might be a submission attempt here,
I
Champ.
mean, you cannot sit in a full guard. When you sit in the full guard, you give these guys so many opportunities.
Oh, the ground and pound is there. Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, John, and then he just gets up.
Less than a minute to go in the round. Well, until his opponent adjusts, you might as well keep going with it as he continues to land a high volume of strikes in this one, DC.
You don't want to be stuck on your feet with a boxer of this caliber. This guy's too good. And as you see his opponent looking lost, this is what you expect. He is that good in this singular skill. He got on 4-ounce gloves. Take this dude down. Don't box him. He's too good at it.
Nurmagomedov's going for the sub here. Oh, it's tight. You gotta be kidding me. How did he get out?
He just stayed calm. Was able to withstand the fire, and now he finds himself out and safe.
15 seconds. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Ferguson. Again, not much defense there. Another ground strike gets through.
Good round.
All right, so that's the end of the round. Pretty significant damage done in that round. Cut on the cheek, sustained there from that strike. Now the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. Better to be below the eye than above it, sure. But nonetheless, this could be a factor now moving forward. All right, back to the stools we go, and it's starting to look like a second mouth on his cheek.
Yeah, it looks terrible. I mean, the guy is getting hit with big shots, one big enough to open up a nasty cut on his cheek. While it's in a better spot, it still is very difficult to deal with.
Like if he absorbs another strike on that cheek, he might actually be able to eat through that cut on his cheek. I'm just saying.
He's got a big mouth.
Beautiful straight punch there by Nurmagomedov. Oh, and a nice counter there with the hook after he blocked the previous shot.
He gets to the single collar tie. Look for him to keep that elbow tight and throw punches with his free hand. They get to the...
Oh, and the ankle kick to get him down. We'll see if he can capitalize.
Got the ankle kick. Let's see how he advances from this position. Yes, smart adjustment. Yep.
Side control now. Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by Ferguson.
Beautiful ground and pound, and now he's got his opponent cut.
Oh, shades of the Godfather with the ground and pound, Mark Coleman, as he lands again.
Coleman somewhere smiling, watching this guy land from the top position.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Nurmagomedov.
Inside control, you got a ton of options. He goes knees on belly. He's postured up. He's landed big ground and pound. He has to move on the bottom or the fight's gonna get stopped.
Well, that was a high-level extended battle on the ground. Now, though, the athletes back to their feet, and no surprise, the crowd responds in kind.
The crowd just loves.
All right, so it looks as though now the referee will step in to look at the swelling on that eye as he calls for the doctor. Maybe he wanted to step in earlier, but now he had no choice.
He had no choice. The swelling is so bad, he can't see. He's flailing at his opponent right now.
I think they're going to stop this fight. I stand corrected. Doctor's going to allow them to continue, but he's going to have to go for it, I would think.
Yeah, he won. He's going to have to make some adjustments. And also, he's going to have to lay it all out on the line. He cannot stay back and get picked apart as he has to this point.
Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to pile up these body shots here in the latter stages of this fight. You didn't see a lot of that in the earlier rounds, making up for lost time here. That strike blocked by Nurmagomedov. So there it is, longer reach paying dividends as he counters with a punch. All right, seems as though his sole focus is attacking that cut. Man, it's getting bad now, a lot of blood flowing.
Yeah, as it should be. Right? He should be focused on getting to that cut, making his opponent pay. He did the work. He opened up the cut. Now it's on him to continue on the path and make the ringside position coming here to try to stop this fight.
Good work from the top here by Nurmagomedov. And very effective with the ground and pound. All right, big storyline starting to develop here. That cut really starting to gap wide open as this fight continues.
And you can watch him, you see him. You can see it becoming his focus as he's popping him on that cut. And it's starting to open up more and more as the fight goes longer. Oh, right into mount.
With 2 minutes and change to go in round 3. Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Nurmagomedov. Oh, he's got a lot of different arm bars he can go to, attacking here. Oh, that arm is in real trouble.
He's got it isolated. He's looking to finish.
Oh, he's out of danger.
Great submission defense. He was able to take his arm out and stay safe. Great job being busy off of his back. Lands a beautiful strike from the bottom.
Ferguson's eye is essentially swollen shut at this point in time. I'm not so sure they're not going to step in, Daniel, and stop this fight right now. Hard to be a one-eyed fighter in a mixed martial arts setting. All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man. I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep.
Ferguson's face would have to be classified as a mess. Cut on his cheek, and it's only getting worse. Fighter trying to pass here, ooh, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do.
All right, well, he's got him softened up here. 20 seconds left. Nurmagomedov's back in full mount. Final seconds of round 3.
Great defense by this fighter.
Ferguson's cut on his cheek is nasty, leaky. That thing is leaking bad now. Oh, the round is over and blood is just fauceting out of this cheek. That cheek has gotten out of control. Cutman can only do so much, and given the fact that that cut continues to be attacked by the opponent, if this thing gets any worse, they're gonna stop this fight. All right, replay truck has been kept busy tonight as we get you some clips from that previous round, and maybe we can even isolate the strike that opened his cheek up.
I mean, a cut on your cheek, while it's in a better spot, it is still so hard to deal with. Every time that gets hit,
You ready to fight?
it hurts so
Ready.
bad. He's gonna have to move his head here.
All right, here's round 4, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, 4th round is now underway as we get to the championship rounds. What is a fighter's mindset when you get to this 16th minute of the fight?
This is when you understand that nothing is ever going to be hard. This is the hardest round in fighting. This is going to really test your will and your desire to become champion.
All right, right into side control. Upper body strength figures to be put to good use here.
Yes, absolutely. And you got to look for his opponent to turn back into him. He should chase guillotine. When the opponent turns to the opposite side, he can take his back, throw his hooks in, try to choke, or flatten him out and just go for the finish.
Print the shirts, ground and pound. All right, so when is too much too much? I mean, I'm not sure I need to see this fighter absorb any further damage here tonight.
It's okay if his corner or the ringside position calls a stop to this thing. He has been battered, he has been beaten, and the result is not going to change.
All right, feet on the hips here. Nurmagomedov ground and pound from half guard now. Let's see if he can do some damage. Grounded him and pounded him. Nice job.
He's very accurate in the ground and pound, and it's showing because he's landing so consistently.
Continues to apply pressure here in half guard. Well, the cut man's getting excited, but nobody else is. That cut's getting worse by the minute.
Every time he gets hit there, it gets a little bit messier.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Nurmagomedov. And the referee brings the fight back to its feet. No surprise there. Needed to see more action. Lands the elbow. That should leave a mark. Ferguson's looking to pass here, denied by the opponent. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You gotta be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Lands the ground and pound strike. Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by Ferguson. He can truly do it all.
He passed the half guard.
And right into side control.
He is in a lot of danger now. His opponent has beaten him. He's battered him. And now he is wearing it. There's a ton of blood on his face. There it is. Now he's on the mount.
While working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Nurmagomedov. And there it is. Another strike. Gets through on the ground. Oh, trying to pass here, but Dikembe Mutombo style, he gets denied.
Blocked. Great job blocking that pass by the bottom fighter.
Really maximizing his shots here on the ground.
Oh, you gotta be careful there, yep.
Another ground and pound strike lands. All right, half guard now. Not a fighter you want in half guard against you. For the bottom fighter, what does he need to do?
He needs to secure his underhook. He's got to be fighting for underhook. One of the most key things you...
Oh, going for the arm bar now. That might be tight.
Oh, that's getting deep.
El Cucuy is an absolute mess. Referee might have caught an eye of the ringside position right there. They might stop this fight. Whoa! Submission defense. He gets out.
Calmness in that moment. It looked like the fight was over. He was able to clear his head, put the guy into the mount. Not a great position, but much better than getting his arm snapped in half from an arm bar. Beautiful ground strikes landed.
Oh, nice job to split his guard and get the ground strike home again. Working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. All right, north-south position here. We'll see if the crowd can be mature about this, DC. Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Nurmagomedov. Oh, in good position to rip off the Kimura here. Oh, that looks tight to me. It's locked in.
Oh, he puts his knee on belly.
15 seconds. Khabib's got him in a crucifix. Gonna work from the top now. Lands with the ground and pound here. Horn sounds for the end of round 4. All right, the round is over. Gut check time for him now. You see the cut on his cheek has gotten really, really bad. And even though it's not affecting his vision, if it gets any worse, the doctor will be called in. And I can assure you, he's going to have no choice but to stop this fight. All right, let us show you all that was done in terms of the damage in that previous round. He has got a huge gash on his cheek.
I mean, there was that shot right there. That one landed and opened him up. What a nasty combination thrown by his opponent. But this cut now is another issue to deal with. He's got one of the best fighters in front of him, and he's dealing with this cut on the cheek.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Fifth and final round, fourth coming. Effective jab there by Ferguson. Oh, that's a big weapon for him, but the overhand right not there that time. Missed with that attempt. Nurmagomedov gets the single leg takedown. Nicely done there.
Oh, he passes the half guard now. And he's not posturing to land punches, so look for a submission attempt.
All right, so the damage continues to be doled out. And I think a lot of fans watching at home would probably like to see the referee call in the double.
And that's very rare, because fight fans want to see violence. But right now, you have seen enough. This guy is beat. This guy is battered. He doesn't have much more. He has not done the right things to allow for himself to win this fight.
All right, he's got the full mount now. Is this one of the most dominant positions in MMA? Is that fair to say?
It's a very dominant position. It's one of the most ideal positions you can get to, especially if you are fighting someone that doesn't truly understand that they're not in as much danger as they are, because it's dangerous, but there are a lot of outs, and if a person isn't very understanding of that, then you can really, really put some damage on them.
Really good job to land these strikes from top position. All right, so the fighter's able to reverse position on the ground, and now he's got the dominant position.
Yeah, what a great job recognizing that once he got the reversal, he went right to his offense. He didn't wait, John. He did a good job of, while his opponent goes, oh my goodness, I lost the position, he said, no, we're not done. I'm gonna get to a dominant position myself.
El Cucuy's pass is denied. Oh, you gotta love the ground and pound strikes here. All right, the referee not seeing enough action there. We go back to the center of the octagon now.
Right.
All right, so the referee has called for the doctor. This could very well mean the end of the fight.
Yeah, the fight's over. There's too much damage. This fight needs to be done.
Yeah, doctor not here to make friends. He has no choice but to stop the fight. We have blood on our notes. Goes into the books as a TKO via doctor stoppage. All right, the official decision is in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, the doctor has called a stop to this fight, declaring the winner by TKO and still the undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov.
All right, so no surprise, Khabib Nurmagomedov gets it done in a big way yet again. He was at his grappling best tonight, and even when people seem to think they know what's coming, few men can stop.
It's one thing to know what's coming at you. It's another thing to stop it. It's hard to stop the game of Khabib Nurmagomedov. Over and over, he attacks you and he fights with such a relentless pace. People tend to wilt under him, and tonight he did that exact thing.